Okay, so usually as I start a video, I say something like, hi, this is Steve Miller, better known as Kelly's dad, and I'm here to talk to you today about some marketing tips. All right, but today what I'm here to talk to you about is ScreenFlow and how I can use ScreenFlow to create which is a desktop screen capture software program. It captures video of me, of the audio that I'm talking about, as well as the screen that's in front of me. Now you can see that I've got some things going on right here, and this is my screen. And right now I've actually got a program that I did this morning for one of my clients that is converting right now into a video that I can put up on the internet. So now we're going to use this video, and I'm going to now stop recording here, and then I'll pick up again and I will show you very, very quickly how I can use ScreenFlow to edit some things in here. And I'll just do this very, very fast so you can see what's going on with this. Okay, so here's where I'm going to stop. Okay, so you watched that video. Now here's how that all works. Okay, I'm going to show you how I put that video together. Very simply, a couple of things. When you start ScreenFlow, it's going to ask you to configure three things. Number one is, do you want to do a video of yourself, a webcam video? In this case, I said yes, I want to do a webcam video. So as you can see, I've got myself highlighted right there. That is this bar down here, and in it, I also said I also want to do my audio recording. So I got that started, and I want to do my desktop, my screen capture there. So I've got three things going on here. Now with those three things, and as you can see, as I was recording, here's how the recording actually started, and this is what ScreenFlow was seeing. Okay, so hi, this is Steve Miller. Whoops, I better look at the camera. Okay, so usually as I start a video, I say something like, hi, this is Steve Miller, better known as Kelly's dad. Okay, so as you can see, I actually screwed up in the beginning, and I restarted. I don't often do that, but I don't mean I don't often screw up. I screw up a lot, but I don't often restart. I just like to do these videos. So anyway, but what I did then was, as you could see, I clipped out that beginning part. And here's how we did that. Okay, so here's what I did. I came down here, I set the bar, okay, the progress bar just behind my mess up, and then I went up here and I said, and I did a thing called mark out point, and then I ripple delete that. Now I'm not going to explain everything to you in detail right here. These are just the highlights of ScreenFlow, just so you can kind of see how I put this stuff together. I'm actually putting together a video academy, so to speak. I think it's going to be called Business Video Academy, and that should be out in the pretty soon actually. Where I'm going to go through everything. I'm going to go through all the stuff that I do with video, not just how to use video, all the different ways that I use video, how I produce my videos, and then I'm going to go into much more detail about how to use programs like ScreenFlow and produce them, and how to get them online and with YouTube and keywords and SEO and that type of stuff. But for now, I'm just quickly going to go through this. But as I said, I changed that. I deleted that beginning part. I'm probably not really going to be that interested in showing the whole desktop right now, or I don't have to. I can change. I can do all kinds of different things. So if I go up here to this part, and this is where all the little tools and gadgets are that I can use to edit my video. So for example, the first one is the video properties of ScreenFlow, and in that I can change stuff. So like this one here, see, I've got highlighted the back layer. I've got two layers here. I've got my layer up front, okay, right now, and then I've got the back layer right here. Now let's say I just didn't want to have that back layer there right now. I could actually go over here to the opacity, and I could just bring that right down to 0, and that gets rid of that background. It looks pretty cool. And then I'm right here myself, and then I can go in there, and if I want, as I probably would do, is I can go in here and I can change the scale of this and make me a lot bigger. Let me see. I didn't pay attention to the correct sizing. You got to hold down the Shift key and bring that up. There we go. So that's a little better there. And then I can actually bring it down in here to where it looks like I'm just stuck right down there in the corner. And you can see how that. And so that looks pretty nice. Okay, so usually as I start, so there's the beginning of that thing. Then if I wanted to, I could I could go back down here. I could bring and at some point I could say, oh, I'm going to bring this back in, and then I could just say, all right, now I do want that back in there, and I'm going to leave that there, but I'm going to leave mine that big there as well. I can change the sound. There are audio properties that in here. I can do the volume, change that. I can mute it. I can make mix it all into mono. In fact, I got to remember to do that right now, because that makes it sound a lot better. And then I'm going to, keep on going here. So video, I say something like, hi, this is Steve Miller, better known as Kelly's dad. All right. So now maybe, let's see, in this one here, I'm not going to use right now, but it's screen reporting properties. You can do some funky stuff with the pointer and some of the effects right there. Here's another thing that you can do with the cursor. So for example, down here, if I had the cursor running around, I would highlight it. Okay. And so I'm going to show you, because in the final recording here, I'm going to have this going around here, and you can see how I've got that highlighted. All right. And I can change the color. All right. Change it from blue. I can change it to orange or red or whatever I want to. I can change the size of it. So that's pretty cool. Then I've got things like annotations properties. I can put in arrows and boxes and circles and things like that in there if I want to highlight something with those. Then I can also do a text box. So like, for example, let's say I'm going to do a text box on top of, or here I'll put the text box here. Let's see, we'll add a text box right here. I'm going to move it over here for right now, and I'm going to say, all right, let's say highlight that. I'm going to say, well, this is Kelly's dad. Okay, and so that's now there, and that actually, if you notice, that actually adds a new layer right there, and I can change the font if I want. Different fonts. I can change the size of the font. I can center it if I so choose. I can change the color of the background, or the color of the font and the color of the background down here, and that works out pretty well. And then I can, and then over here, for example, you see this has got the two. These are the two layers that I talked about. But if I wanted to, like if I wanted to bring in another video, I could do that. I could add some more media by clicking on that, and then go back over here to say, to my desktop, and I could go find some videos in there and bring that in, or pictures, or just sound for that matter. If I wanted to, I could bring some more stuff in there and then add those. So you can do all kinds of fun stuff in here. In addition to that, you might have seen some of the I fade in and fade out. You got some special effects that you can use as far as segues and transitions. And ScreenFlow is very, very, in my opinion, it's very, very easy to use. A short learning curve, not very hard. And then it produces great quality video, because then when you're done with all this stuff, then you go up here to File, Export. Now notice it lets you publish directly to YouTube or directly to Vimeo. If you need it in a Flash format, you can go ahead and publish it directly into a Flash format, or you can just export. And with the export, you've got all kinds of different presets that you can set up. You can just set it up as strictly as a movie. You can, with high and low quality, Windows Media if you want. They've got iPad setups right now, presets, iPhone, Apple TV, iPod, or you can even go in and you can customize and configure your own settings yourself. So it's a pretty comprehensive program, and when you consider the fact, I think it's only like $99. And if you've got a Mac, if you're Mac based like I am and you want to use video, this is the program to use. I mean, I know you can use stuff like iMovie and Camtasia for Mac. I just find that this one is just a snap to use. Hey, I'm interrupting myself because what I want to tell you to do is, number one, I'm going to be doing a Business Video Academy in the next few weeks, okay? Watch for this stuff because I'm putting together a whole bunch of lessons on how I use video in lots of different ways with my clients, including webinars and webcasts, as well as podcasting and things like that, just like stuff like this. But I'm also going to be expanding that into how do you use it on YouTube, how do you use SEO, and how do you use how do you create products with it, that types of stuff, product demonstrations with it, things like that. Now, for right now, though, I want to know, are you interested? I've had a lot of people ask me how I do this stuff. If you are interested in this Business Video Academy, I want you to go right down below and fill out your name and your email that just basically says to me, hey, Steve, I am interested in this stuff. Okay? If you want to get ScreenFlow right now and get started with it, I encourage it. Go ahead and start playing with it and get used to the basics of it, like some of the stuff that I talked about today. But because then when I come back with the Video Academy, I'm going to be going into some more really, really cool ways to use the video, how to use special effects, the right way to use them, how to present yourself on video, how you should present yourself on video. Don't just be in the background, don't just do audio, but how you can stand in front of a camera and look really good. Okay, I'm going to be teaching you all that stuff. So anyway, so get ScreenFlow now. I encourage you to do that and then sign up and let me know that yes, you are interested in the Business Video Academy. This is Steve Miller, better known as Kelly's dad. See you on the internet.